I need you to come back to the ruins with me.
Why?
Because I'm going to save him.
So you just walk inside? And then what?
Dad!
If people find out what you did, what we did, that's the kind of thing that could tear this place apart.
Oh, God. Oh, what is that? What's in the bag?
No, hey!
Hello everyone and welcome to Geek Anime channel. I'm your detective host Igor, and today we are going to deep dive into everything that we know about episode 2 of season 4 of the TV show From. So if you are completely afraid of any spoilers, this is probably the time for you to switch off. But if you're interested to know about some speculation and something that we're probably gonna see already in less than a week, then welcome, and if you're ready, let's dive in.
Knowledge comes with a cost.
And I actually want to start with the synopsis because it's going to give us some kind of a basis, something to build on. We have teaser, we have the trailer, we have the newest trailer for episode 2, and we have a lot of images, a lot of like 4 or 5 of them, but still we need something to understand what to expect in order to realize what scenes are probably going to be in the next episode. So let me read you the synopsis. A gruesome discovery sends shockwaves through the town as Jade and Tabitha struggle with the weight of their revelation. Now there is an image of Boyd holding Ethan. Probably this is a little bit before or after the gruesome discovery, which is pretty obvious for everybody. They're gonna find Jim's body. I don't think it's gonna be a surprise for anybody who was watching the trailers and the teasers. And after episode 1, it's gonna be the next day on the next episode. So everything that we have seen in the teaser, everybody's standing around watching and finding something in the pool, the bag, and then they finding something in a barn, which is probably Jim's dead body. I don't think I'm telling you anything new right now, right? But we do have some images on Amazon official website, and like last season they were releasing way more images. I was waiting, but so far we have only like 3 or 4 images on the official website, which is pretty annoying, but we're gonna have to work with this. We have seen this image before. It was released a while ago and we already discussed about Boyd, Jade and Tabitha standing here watching it, something, probably the pool, probably the realization that it's something bad maybe also happening in the barn right now, because the bag that is supposedly gonna be found in the next episode is already next to them, and it looks like there is some kind of animal body, like dead body. Maybe it's actually the dog, maybe it's the dog that it's been the companion of the boy in white, the one that was helping Boyd already several times. Maybe it's just an animal that is very dear to Ethan, like the goat that he really likes. I don't know, we're gonna have to wait and see, but this is definitely like something way more scary already. Like look at Tabitha here, she's understanding that it's not only that animal. That animal is probably not gonna be a big shock for everybody in this town. They've seen a lot of very horrible things. But now they're realizing that something even worse is waiting for them. Now in the next image we have Elgin here, looking at somebody, and it's probably gonna have the conversation that we have seen in the trailer, him talking to Boyd about everybody's gonna discover something, blah blah blah.
One way or another, the truth always comes out.
I would make sure it does.
And we have this image with Julie and Ethan. Now if you're gonna zoom in on Ethan's eyes, it looks like they're kind of red, so probably he was crying his eyes out. He probably already knows that his dad is not with them anymore. And look at Julie. I mean, this is a sad face, obviously, but it's also a very determined face. She is already thinking about how she's gonna save her father, and this is something that we're actually gonna see in the teaser that actually Jeremy Eisenfire posted. I don't know, by the way, why they're always releasing it in a very bad quality. It's probably something that was recorded from the TV. They never release something online. It's always like people recording something from their TV screen, and the quality is pretty bad, and this is why I'm keeping it until the end of this video. But it's season 4 already, already your internet sensation. Release the preview for the next episode on YouTube, at least in, I don't know, 1080p. I don't even request 4K here, but something. Why we need to record it from the TV screen like it's 1999 or something? Anyway, this is me just blowing some steam, and we're moving forward. Another image that we have of Jack Bender, the director, probably directing the scene where Tabitha, Julie, and Ethan see in the bag. Now, let's watch, by the way, the teaser that Jeremy Eisenfire posted on his channel, and if you're not subscribed to his channel, you should probably do it. He has a great channel for From and other different TV shows. So first of all, let's watch it together from the beginning to an end. It's pretty short, it's 30 seconds, so it's not gonna take too much time. Let's go.
I need you to come back to the ruins with me.
Why?
Because I'm going to save him.
So you just walk inside? And then what? If people find out what you did, what we did, that's the kind of thing that could tear this place apart.
Oh, what is that? What's in the bag?
No, hey!
So in the beginning, we have Julie here talking to Randall and saying to him, we need to come back to the ruins. Why? Because I'm gonna save him. So it's after already they discovered that Jim is dead and now she wants to save him. We've seen this image, as I told you, she's determined there when she's trying to comfort Ethan, who is sleeping. Probably the boy is just exhausted from all of the tears that he probably spilled on his father. And now she knows, even though Ethan told her that she cannot really change the story once it's been told, she is gonna try. And I don't think anybody can blame her in this situation. Anybody would try to save their father here. And we've seen those images in the teaser. They're coming to this place where she already story walked. And if you remember, when I was analyzing the trailer, we kind of noticed that there are some moments in the trailer where everybody is already dressed up pretty, summery. They don't wear that many clothes, and here they're still all wearing coats, so it's still kind of cold outside. So yes, definitely this is episode 2, and she's gonna story walk to the moment that we have seen in season 2, episode 9, where they were all trapped in the RV, Randall, Jim, Donna, and Boyd, and they were surrounded by monsters. Now, if you remember, when I was analyzing this trailer, I was talking about the diner lady, monster lady from the diner, whatever you want to call her, the waitress one. So in the original scene that we, all of us probably have seen in season 2, there is no waitress monster lady. She's not there, and I was very surprised by it. Like, why would you even make that kind of a mistake? It sounds very weird, because you were all probably rewatching episode 9 and you exactly how to replicate this, but you decided to bring this lady here. What for? And now we can actually see what for, because this is the moment. Okay, this is the RV. Jim is looking outside and Julie notices him and screams dad, and maybe this is when she's gonna be attacked by her. Like, we can see that the waitress lady is attacking somebody, probably Julie, and probably Julie will escape only because Randall is gonna drag her from this place, because she's gonna be, having some kind of an extreme seizure or something like this. She's gonna learn maybe how to disappear from there. I don't know what's gonna happen exactly here, but it's definitely gonna be something interesting. And I just wanna give you a little bit of a side note. Look, this is episode 2. They're still not slowing down. Episode 1 of season 4 was extremely full on events. It's had a lot of information, and it was really pretty much driven forward in a very fast pace. And looks like episode 2 is not gonna be way worse. We're gonna have very interesting moments. We're gonna have Julie's story walking again, learning something new, being attacked by one of the monsters. I don't know how she's gonna be saved, but definitely call me interested. And yeah, this is a very interesting moment for me, and now I know why they made this mistake. So it's not really a mistake. They needed her for this scene. They needed her to get away from all of the monsters, because in different situation they wouldn't be able to do exactly the same, and she needs to attack Julie. Hats off. Thank you so much, John Griffin. Thank you so much, Jeff Pinkner. I appreciate it a lot when you do something like this, when I think you made a mistake and then you're like, dude, we didn't make any mistake here. We're just way too good for that. And I'm like, yes, respect. Anyway, we have also the talk between Elgin and Boyd. We've seen one in the trailer also. Elgin looks here a little bit challenging, like he's not gonna be probably, oh, I'm so sorry, I kidnapped Fatima, I was lied by this woman in the kimono, and anyway, like, I'm so sorry, please forgive me. No, he's probably gonna be like, yeah, maybe I was wrong, but then so was Sarah, but then so was many people, sorry, and Fatima also killed Tilly, and I don't think I have any reason to be tortured other than you just like Fatima more than other people in this town. So, yep, we probably not gonna see Elgin being here completely, humble and feeling guilty about what he's done. And we have this image of Fatima, which is from episode 1. I don't know what it does here in this preview. And we have Elgin also with an eye. This is also from the previous episode. Also everything from the previous episode. And Boyd here tells him that if the town is going to discover what you did and what I did here, there's probably gonna be a very big dire consequences for everybody. And this moment from the teaser that we have seen, of course, this is the bag. This is the bloody bag. I don't think Jim is there. As I told you, have seen on the image that it's probably something else. There's probably a dog or a goat or anything of that sort. And we have this moment of Tabitha running towards it, and also Ethan asking, cosplaying Brad Pitt in the movie 7, what's in the bag? Come on, what's in the bag? I mean, what's in the box? Yeah. My mistake. Anyway, so yeah, Boyd is stopping Ethan. He's running towards the bag, and they probably, everybody knows bloody bag. This is not something a little kid should see. But once again, we have seen in the teaser and in the trailer, they're gonna discover that Jim is dead. And Ethan's gonna know this, and I cannot even imagine how it's gonna affect him. Even though he knows already what is this place, he already mourned Tien Chen, but come on, Tien Chen, father, it's not the same weight on the scale. So at this point, I want to remind you what we have seen in the teaser. If you remember, Boyd is coming out from the colony house, looking outside from his through his binoculars, because he probably heard something, right? And you remember in episode 1 of season 4, he asked from Donna to stay to spend the night in the colony house because his post office is basically destroyed, the sheriff office is destroyed. So he comes outside, he checks out what's going on, and this is a moment when Sarah and everybody else is looking at the down on the pool, because we know that there is some kind of a bag here tied to something heavy, probably in the pool, or maybe to one of the railings as we have seen in the image, whatever it is, but it will probably get a lot of people interested and very horrified about what's going on. So we have this moment from the teaser, everybody's running, Boyd stopping Ethan. I'm just, I want to be able in those videos when we're gonna cover like the teasers and trailers for the future episodes, I want to actually start to scratch off the scenes that we have seen in the teaser and trailer to make sure, like, when we already finished with everything and the future episodes is what's left, like, and we have no clue about what's actually gonna happen in the next episode. So yeah, we're gonna have like a little game. What can we scratch from the trailer? And this is something that we have already seen. And we have this moment with Tabitha, horrified, devastated. Look at her. She didn't discover the words knowledge comes at a cost in the barn, right? This is her looking at Jim's dead body. There is no other explanation. Look at Boyd, look at Jade, everybody is terrified. Julie here in the same location, terrified. They're not reacting like that about words in the barn, obviously. But this is probably something that is happening the same day. I think so. There is a very good chance that this is also second episode. Maybe it's gonna be the third one. Maybe it's gonna be the next day, like not the day of the second episode, but the day of the third episode. So maybe, I'm not exactly sure. But we have also here Julie and Ethan looking at the words knowledge comes at a cost, at a costa. Knowledge comes at a costa. Anyway, moving forward, we have like Jade and Tabitha. They will probably discuss their knowledge, their revelation. Knowledge comes at a cost. Seeing your brutally murdered husband, and then getting a message that knowledge comes at a cost. Probably gonna be very convincing for Tabitha that her memory of her being reincarnated is actually a real memory this time. It's not something fake.
It means everything they showed us. It's real. I think they're doing it to make us afraid.
Well, then it worked.
Her being this little girl that is being chased by some monster in, I don't know, 1500 or something like this, probably also real. So they will have to find a way, like we have read in the synopsis, with Jade to work together and try to understand how they can use this knowledge and this memory to actually beat this place. Now we also have this moment with Boyd, Jade and Alice here dragging a body. This is most likely this is Jim, even though it's not 100% looks like his shoes, but we do see his sweater, and there's the wedding ring, and the real pastor that was killed in the Buick, probably not even married, because he doesn't really have a daughter, as you know. Yeah, so this is probably Jim, and everybody's reacting and they're set. Now regarding this scene with the ambulance, not convinced this is gonna be episode 2, but we have seen in episode 1 Acosta is actually finding this hoodie and wearing it. So maybe, and it kind of felt like, you know, one of those moments in 19th action movie when Rambo or whoever, Schwarzenegger, finding the clothes that gives them plus 100 to strength, and then they kick everybody's ass. So it kind of felt like, oh, I'm gonna put this hoodie and do something very stupid. Maybe this is the stupid thing that she's about to do. I don't know, but it kind of looks already sunny. You can see that the weather is already way more warmer, so probably like Julie and Marielle here not wearing any coat, any jacket, nothing. So most likely this is already episode 3, 4, 5 or something, you know, even later than that, but just in case I'm gonna put it here too. So this is it. If you enjoy my videos, I actually release a lot of them right now. You can check them out about From. This is the time for you to subscribe and hit that bell button, because there's gonna be a lot of interesting From content. I have longer videos, I have short videos. I'm trying to make each time one idea, one video, but I do have a lot of content about From. So if you're by some miracle discovering my channel for the first time, I'm really happy to see you here, and you're more than welcome to stay. I want to thank everybody who supports me on Patreon and in YouTube members. Your donations and your financial help is what makes this channel possible. I'm gonna see you all in the next one. Meanwhile, bye!